Hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 34 of the Tombstone Tourist. Today I'm at the Southwest Virginia Veterans Cemetery in Dublin, Virginia. And before I get to the subject of this video, let's take a brief look at this fairly new cemetery. The Southwest Virginia Veterans Cemetery was once part of the Radford Army Ammunition Plant. Then about 2010, the Arsenal, as it was called, was looking to dispose of the property and donated about 80 acres to the state of Virginia for the creation of a veterans cemetery. The cemetery opened in 2013, and so far about 2,000 veterans and their spouses are resting here. This is not a national cemetery. It is owned and administered by the Commonwealth of Virginia, and this is the third and newest of Virginia's veteran cemeteries. The other two are located in Suffolk and Amelia County. At the center of the cemetery is the Memorial Plaza, which is dedicated to the veterans who are resting here. The plaza features the seals of each of the 5 branches of the military. The Southwest Virginia Veterans Cemetery is only about 20 miles from my home, and I find myself here quite often fulfilling photo requests that are posted on Find a Grave, and that was the purpose of my visit today. Like many veterans cemeteries, this one features a small kiosk where you can look up the exact location of a specific grave. Today there were 2 pending photo requests, and both just happened to be in Section 8. As I was walking through the section and reading the names on some of the tombstones, I came across one that seemed familiar, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out why. I quickly found the 2 graves that I was looking for, took the photos, and submitted them to Find a Grave. Having completed my mission, I left the cemetery and went about my business. But I couldn't get that name out of my mind. Why was it so familiar? Then, a couple hours later, it hit me like a bolt out of the blue. Good morning, Vietnam! Could it be? So I pulled over and did a quick Google search, and sure enough, I had accidentally happened upon the final resting place of Adrian Cronauer. Adrian Cronauer was the man that co-authored the original story for the movie Good Morning Vietnam. In that film, Cronauer was portrayed by Robin Williams, whose performance was nominated for an Academy Award. In reality, Mr. Cronauer was nothing like the character portrayed by Williams in the movie. He did host a radio program in Vietnam called Dawn Busters, but that was about the only similarity. After the war, Mr. Cronauer became a lawyer specializing in information and communications law. He also lived in the Roanoke Valley of Virginia, where he hosted a morning classical radio show on radio station WVWR in Roanoke, Virginia. He also served on the board of directors of the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford, Virginia, and as a trustee for the Virginia War Memorial. In his latter years, Mr. Cronauer lived quietly in Troutville, where he became involved in several organizations dedicated to Veterans Affairs. On July 18, 2018, Adrian Cronauer died at his home in Troutville. He was 79 years old. Well, this is where I'm going to end this video. I hope you've enjoyed my visit to the final resting place of Adrian Cronauer. If you did, please give me a thumbs up below. And if you want to keep up with my future adventures, please ring that bell and subscribe. Until our next adventure, so long everyone, and thanks for watching.